Okay, good evening, good afternoon, yeah. So I'm going to be replicating the design now. Go to your CorelDraw, create a new page, create a new document, then paste your replication flyer. I'm going to be replicating this one, and as you can see, it's not going to be an easy task. So this is the flyer we are replicating. So let's start. If you want to create a new page on your CorelDraw, you can press Ctrl N, or you just go to the file manager and select it from there. So here we duplicate that, then we are going to start creating that. So first of all, I will check and create my shape. The size of a flyer is 1080 by 1080 pixels, so I'm going to be making it a perfect square. So pick our color. The first thing I do in replicating the design is to pick the first color, the color they use, the first one, which is that, the second one, then the third color they make use is white. That's perfect. 3 combinations of color. Make sure that in anything you are doing, don't just do design. Make sure your colors are all right. Don't just do anything. Don't just pick color anyhow. Make sure you do a great work with your color. So fill it with the color. The first thing is the logo. I check how can I get this logo, this tech synergy, and I went to my Google. I searched for the name, which is tech synergy. You can see I've searched it earlier. So and I go to images and I saw what I wanted. I copied the images and I go to my CorelDraw. I paste it, Ctrl Shift V or paste in view. Then this thing is blue. How are we going to achieve white that was used before? So I will just go there. I can trace it. Either I traced it out or I use the trace bitmap on CorelDraw. It's there already. Just click on it, then it will trace it out for you. So I click on quick trace under trace bitmap. So quick trace. It's not less than 1 minute. It will be traced. Now we have it. So this is the traced one and this is the original one. So the first thing to do is to delete the original one first. Delete the original one, then right click on this, then we ungroup it. After ungrouping, then you can now delete the background. Then looking at this, we still have some other elements there that we need to eradicate. So we just hold it together. Then we click on that second one. I forgot the name of that, so you click on it. Then that's will be perfect concerning that. So after that, we go to the second one also. We do that as well. Then I think there is one more. Okay, the G. You group the two G and this circle together. Then you click on that to punch it out. So then we have our tech synergy already. So let's change it to white. So now we have the logo. Let me now group it back to what I wanted. So now, and in anything you are doing as a newbie that you are just starting with your design, make sure you make use of your line, make use of your ruler, so that your design will not be touching the edge and everything. So make use of your ruler, make use of your grid line. If you are using Illustrator and Co, make use of your grid. It's important. It's important every time. So I will enlarge this a little bit. I have different means of replicating designs if I want to place that. Either I type everything I want at the top of the design, or I create my own side by side. Stay with me. So this one I will be creating it side by side. Then the next thing to do is the project spotlight. When I was talking about font the other time, I was telling you that font family matters. If you look at this project, the designer did a very great job here. He actually used one font family for this. I don't know the name of the font family, but he used one font family for this. We have the bold, we have the semi-bold, and then we have the normal. That's what he used on this project. So the first one is the bold, which is the project spotlight. He used that one to place the project spotlight. That was the main bold. Then the semi-bold is what he used for the logo, and then the normal is what he used for the text under the spotlight. So let's start our one. So project spotlight. I will be using Gotham. Gotham has been a very good font for me, and the family has been doing well. Sorry about that. They have been doing well, so we are going to be using that now. So let me use Gotham. When we are saying replication, what I asked you to do was do something that is very close. Do something that is very close to the design. Do something that is very close if you cannot achieve what has been designed already. So this one is not going to be only close. I'm going to be changing some other things on it, because when I check the design, it's not everything that is perfect on this design. Yes, kudos to the designer. I picked the design from Pinterest, and the designer did a very good job on that. I love that. But at the same time, contrast matters in anything you are doing. Contrast matters in anything you are doing. So let's continue. So now let's try to dive deeper into text synergy projects. Text synergy project. So now it's going to be white color. Let me reduce it. Then I'm going to give it same Gotham, but this one will now be a normal one. Gotham. It's not going to be bold. So let us look for, as you can see the family. You can see that there are many. This is the first one. There's still another one that is Gotham also. So let me check the one that we can use for this. Okay, we'll be using SS Gotham SS normal. Okay, good. So very good there. So if you need a link for your font, you can let me know. So let's get the box for all our images one after the other. So you can see the color that they used is contradicting with the background. That's what I was telling you the other time, that this thing matters. Your contrast matters anytime you are doing your design. Your contrast matters a lot. You don't just do design and just say you are doing your design. Make sure you look for the color that best fits for what you are doing, that the contrast is going to work well with you. So with this, I'm going to be changing the color that they use for that, so that it will not be contradicting with the background. So I will press and hold down my right key, the left key. That one will allow me to see other palette of the logo, of the color variation of the color palette. So we check which one can we use. Let me use this. Okay, let me make it a little bit light. It should be contradicting with the second one, so let me go back to this darker one. Is it perfect? Okay, let's try it out. So this one will not be duplicated to 3, then this one will not be the second color. Yes, so this one is perfect. As you can see, it's not contradicting each other at all. So if you look at this, I think they drag the shape to the top and they blend it. So then we now use our transparency tools to blend it a bit, to blend it in. So use your transparency tools to blend it in together. Adjust it. You can adjust it. The reason why I'm telling you all the names of this thing that I'm using is, even if you are not using CorelDraw, you will know what you are going to search for on your group. For instance, if you are using Photoshop, you can just search for how to do a transparency, how to make a transparency effect on Photoshop. They will give you what you are going to use. So that's what I'm telling you. So, and my design are not aligned yet. So they are not aligned yet. So if I press L, it will align left. If I press R, it will align right. So we are using left. If I press C, it will align at the center. So let's continue. Bring this one to the top. So it should not be okay. It should not be perfect. So let me change this color to wait, let me, okay, yes, let me break it, the color, yes. So it's, we are getting what we want gradually. We are getting there. So now the next thing to do is to duplicate those things, or let us add the image first. Let's add the image first. So let me go to my folder where I have my image. Let me pick those images. Let me add it to this place. So the images are a bit in a large size, so I have to wait. Okay, now they are here, so let's reduce the size. I'll still be using my image and someone and this person's image. So let's see what we have here. So this image is a lifesaver for me. I'm using this image for decades. My best image. So let's continue from here. So power clip it. How do you power clip? You right click on your on anything, then power clip, then place inside the container. So immediately you see any arrow after right clicking on your power clip, you see an arrow, so you click on it. So this also the same thing, power clip it inside, and the last one. So come back here. Okay, now let's power clip it inside. Then we adjust. How do we adjust images like this? You are just looking at it and I'm just adjust. How do I adjust it without even entering the order, which is the shape as the order? You can make use of different method. Either you press down your Alt key and then you click on the image and adjust it, or you go to edit, then you edit it there, then you drag it down, you edit that. So you can do any one of the two, but I prefer to just be seeing my design like this, and then I will be editing what is inside the power clip. So I will just click on and press down my Alt key and I pick anything inside the container and I edit it. So let's move forward. We are getting there gradually, right? So the next thing to do is to add our name and then the text on there, which is the date, time, and everything. So we are going to be duplicating the dive deeper thing. So David Olatunji. Then as okay, the manager, I'm duplicating that one also. We're duplicating this. Then I'll be reducing the size to semi-bold. Partnership manager, so it's going to be a semi-bold, so I will remove it. Then I will reduce the size. Then perfect. Yes. So now we need to add the host. So come down here, duplicate that again, make it the host. Then it's not going to be bold, but at the same time, is it going to be perfect? Let's check it together. Okay. So that's what you need to consider. You consider the image you are using, the background color, and everything. You don't just do design. You don't just replicate design anyhow. Don't just do that. You have to check what are the things that you want from this design. What are the things that you think you can do about this design? So that's about that also. Let me change this font family a bit. So let me change the fonts to another compressed one, that condensed one. This one is better than this now. Okay. Let's narrow that one also. Okay, I think I can set the red one is making sense now. Okay, perfect. So now let's include the full name. Okay. So we centralize it also, then you reduce it's touching the edge. So we give it color. It's contradicting, the blue is contradicting this. So they did something inside their design. I think they pasted another thing inside the container and make it blue. Let me see if you can try it out. Okay. So they gave it the color and then they use their transparency tools to blend it in. It's going to work fine with me, we use it, but it's not working fine, we ignore it. So I think it's not working fine, so we don't need to use it. So I think I will remove it. That's what I'm saying, that you don't just use color, you check is it working fine with, so we don't need it. So let's go back to our initial white color. So yes, so then we continue from there. So let me put the host inside the box. Let me put the host inside the box. Let me make it blue. No yellow line. Let me put host. Then I bring this one down. Yes, perfect. Then I reduce it a bit. It's touching the other one there. Reduce it a bit. Reduce it to the top. Then I duplicate it for the remaining two. 1, 2. So now let me just it's like that, since it's not my design, it's just a I'm just showing you an example of how to replicate a design. So let me do the dates. Let me adjust the date, the 3rd February 2024. This is where the problem will now be. Because the color they are using there is contradicting with the background. I don't like it. So let's check white. What if I now switch it? Okay, with this. So let's just see what we have. Put inside the box. Then I'll click it to far. Yes, perfect. Okay, so let's see how far we can go about that again. Duplicate this for today. This one will now be the time, which is 5 p.m. to 6 p.m. West African time, WAT. Yep. So now let's go to the next one, which is the venue. I call it the venue because I'm going to change those things. I don't like saying it's too long. As we are trying to replicate, I'm just trying to show you what you needed to know whenever you are doing replicating design. Don't let me just say that when I'm replicating a design, so group it together, left click it. Okay, so now let's align it and give this one another color. I want to give this thing white, but the white should not be too much, so let me change this one to this cyan. So now add white to all these ones at once. Yes, so good. So now the next thing is to align it to the left and after the other, so that it will look a bit more serious. Then bring this one to the center, this one to the center, this one to the center. So that's perfect. We have a perfect work. Then group it, then pick everything together and align it to the left. So now the next thing to do when looking at this is to get the LinkedIn. I think they added an LinkedIn shape, so I will go to my Chrome, then search for LinkedIn PNG, or better LinkedIn 3D logo PNG. So search that. Let's see what we have. Okay, we have this here. I think they make use of circle LinkedIn, so let's look for the circle LinkedIn. So click on the images at the top. Yeah, they make use of circle, so click on the images at the top, then we should be getting what you need. Yes, we have this already. So we have one, and then we have two. So which one should we? Let me use the normal one. Yes, this one. So I will click on it. I said earlier, I don't download images because I'm connected to the internet. So most times I just copy images from online, paste it, put inside the shape, and make use of it immediately like that. So, but as I don't know if everybody will be making use of a system that is connected to the internet. So if your system is not connected to the internet like mine, I'm not able to just work with that. So I will bitmap it so as to make it look good. So bitmap, so I will use it to 200. Okay, then good. So this place we blur it first. We give it a blur effect. So I'm using of Gaussian blur. Yes, Gaussian. Yes. So as you are changing, as you are doing the blur, as you are blurring it, make sure you are checking your work if it's okay by you. So let me allow it to just okay, this is good. So I will now redo the transparency aspect of it, transparency ratio. So I will click it inside the container, then duplicate it for the bottom part like it was in the initial design. So then we are good to go. Yes, we are good to go. We are good to go. So thank you for staying with us this night. I'll finish this now. This is the original and this is the duplicate, and I hope you enjoy seeing it. So this is the original. Thank you for following all through. Thank you for being here all the time. Thank you for subscribing to this challenge. Thank you for participating in it all. So I will implore you to subscribe, like, and comment what you want to see next. Subscribe to the channel so that we can be posting more, we can be doing more on this. Thank you. God bless you. See you next time. See you. Thank you.